Hey everyone, welcome to the Sunday Night Soul Time for the week of August 11th, 2019. It's hard to believe it's already August. But anyway, I hope that you're doing amazing. I am going to apologize a little before we start. There might be some background noise. Not a lot I can do about it, but let's continue. It'll challenge our meditation practice. So I wanted to take a little bit of a different path with everyone tonight in that I wanted to make this more practical, even more practical than the sessions normally are. And around a specific topic, which is having a daily practice to nurture your inner being, your inner soul. All of the work that we've been talking about together in all of these videos and all of Sunday Night Soul Time is always messages about how you can nurture your soul, your inner being, step into a greater life of authenticity, truth, and into your authentic power. But we're all busy, right? And sometimes, at least I found in my experience, what's really helpful to me is to really get some nuts and bolts. Like, hey, so what can I do every day? I get it. This makes sense. What can I do every day? And so that's really my intention. And that is talking about something that's really important that I've always done, or at least had the intention to do, which is having a daily practice that nurtures your inner being, that really acknowledges, more than, what I'll call just the physical environment, but is it a practice that really helps you to go in, a little something beyond meditation, if you will. So the importance of a daily practice, first and foremost, is to really, get you out of just being up here in the mind and really connected to your heart. And when you live your day from this place, this is how you create your own happiness and well-being. When you're just completely trapped up in the mind, we're going to be in a fear-based energy. We're going to be in a lot of worry, a lot of doubt, and that's why things like meditation are so important. And I'm going to talk to you about meditation in a second. But it's really about every day from the start, and that's all the work that we've been doing together so far, acknowledging that I'm more than this and really starting with intention from the start. And here's the key, having a consistent daily practice that you do or intend to do. Talk about that in a second, every day. I found in my experience, it's more of the act of having the intention, and not every day you're going to be able to do it. Okay. It's reality, right? But when you intend and then consistently do something, even for 5 minutes a day, over time is how you see shifts in your life. There is no magic bullet for this stuff. It takes you creating the space within your day, or intending to create the space. Intention matters. The space within your day to have a practice that is really going to ground center you and help you connect to your soul, to that inner truth and wisdom that you really are. Because it's from this space that we create lives that serve us. It's from this space that we align with our higher self and connect to our highest truths and create happiness, fulfillment in our lives. And we have to intend to connect to that part of us every day. And so let me share with you, and before I do that, I'm going to share with you some suggestions and based a lot on what I do, but I will say this. Everyone is unique, and find something that works for you. Even if you just sit there in the morning for 5 minutes, having the intention or dreaming about the intention to connect more with your inner divine being, your inner truth, like that's enough too. Conscious intention goes a long way. You might wake up and have the intention to have a practice and not get to it that day. Just the fact that you had intention still matters. Again, like focusing on the positive than on what you didn't do. I intended, but it didn't work out. But again, being able to really actually do it and carve out anywhere from 5 to 25 minutes, that's what I'm talking about here, to do a few simple things will completely change your experience of your life, will completely change your day. It will lessen that worry, it will lessen that stress, anxiety, all of that stuff that plagues us. So what is it? So I'm going to share with you six different things to do each day. You can do all of them. You can take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Again, at a minimum, intend to have a practice for now. Intend to have a practice until you get to the place where you actually have one, and always have fun with it. So the first thing that I suggest, number one, is really focusing on mindset. Okay. And this is something that I do from the start, and I've shared in many videos. And that is about, from the start, taking hold of your thinking, not letting your thoughts control you. Instead, from the start, taking control of your thoughts. How? So I've shared this before. The minute that you are conscious, like your eyes might not even be open, but you're awake, you're aware that you're awake in bed, start saying positive affirmations that raise and uplift how you feel, but also are positive thoughts. Things like, I am love. I am going to have a great day today. Whatever it is that gets you excited and feeling good. A really good one is, before the first thing when you're conscious that you're awake, is start in your mind saying things you're grateful for. I am grateful for this bed right now. I am grateful for this blanket. I am grateful for this person laying next to me. I am so grateful that I am breathing. Whatever it is. And so this is where it comes in to customize it for yourself and play, see what works. But the point is, number one, mindset from the start. From the minute you're aware that you're awake, start choosing positive, high frequency thoughts right away. That is like the best thing you can do. And again, positive affirmations, gratitude, or both. Okay. The second thing, and now you've got up, you've kind of like washed your face, you've done whatever you do, you've seen your kids, all the things you're going to do. The next part is find 6 minutes. 6 minutes before you leave and go to the office to do these next few things, right? So you've already taken control of your thoughts from the start, number one. Now you're going to find, just before you leave for work, this is when you want to do this one, is find 6 minutes to do these next few things. So number two, sit down somewhere, okay, and consciously start to center and ground yourself. This takes a minute. What do I mean by this, self? Like really connect to your body. So what I do in this practice is say I'm just sitting, in a chair. I will just start to stretch, I might stretch, and I'll just start to like feel myself and anchor myself in my body. Okay. So you want to do that. So really start to feel and anchor yourself in your body. Okay. Just do a little stretching, start doing like 3 breaths, just really start anchoring and centering yourself in your body. And then what I do, because I'm such a person that likes to work with my imagination, is I start to visualize, and we do this a lot in our meditations, I just start to visualize like all this light coming in, clearing me and lifting me up. So you can just, as you stretch, you get yourself in body, do a few deep breaths, and then just start to visualize like golden or white light or whatever color works for you, just coming in and clearing you and lifting you up. It works. Trust me, your imagination's pretty powerful. And so I do that, and then really start to ground yourself like into your day. So what I do, and we also do this a lot in meditation, is I visualize golden roots coming out of the feet, going to the center of the earth. So this is what I call your grounding and centering. So number 2 here, grounding and centering. This takes you 1 or 2 minutes, sitting in a chair, little stretch, deep breaths, visualize all this light coming in, lifting you up, and then grounding yourself. Okay. Now, while you're still sitting in the chair, we move to number 3, and that is to focus and consciously intend and start to ground into and say, what am I creating today? Okay. What am I creating today? And so what you can do for this next 2 minutes is really start to think and visualize about your day, and start to visualize like really things working your way, positive things happening. Or you can just say, you can be really more general. I am creating happiness for myself today. I'm creating service for others today. I'm going to create a great presentation today, whatever it is. But again, like take control of your day. Take control of your day by consciously saying, what am I creating today? And affirming what you're going to create today. Okay. So again, Number one, mindset, the minute your eyes open, or don't even open, the minute you're awake in bed, find time now. You go sit, ground and center, awaken your body, visualize light, ground yourself in, and then consciously affirm that you're creating your day. And so what am I creating? And start to affirm what you're choosing to create that day. Then number 4, and this is it, of what you need to do before you go to work, is just in that moment, intend that you're going to be conscious throughout the day. So what do I mean by that? Intend that you're going to be conscious of what you're choosing to create. Intend to be conscious of choosing your thoughts, your feelings, your reactions to others, all the things we've talked about in past videos. And so again, intention goes a long way, right? If you forget to intend, like, I'm going to be present and conscious today of everything I'm thinking, doing, saying, I'm not going to be in this default robotic reactionary mode. That's it. And then hopefully throughout the day you do it. I mean, intend to have the practice to do that throughout the day and do it. So again, let me recap before I go into our final practice, which is actually, I'm going to suggest to be at the end of the day. But again, the minute you're up, mindset, then find 5-6 minutes to go sit in this chair, ground and center, anchor in your body, stretch, use the light, grounding, then talk about, and then your mind, say, what am I creating today? Affirm what you're choosing to create, and then affirm and intend to be present and conscious. Be a conscious creator throughout the day, not reactionary, not in default mode, and then do your best to carry that intention throughout the day. So that is it. Now, final thing. So number 5, final thing here. And this is meditation. Okay. So meditate for 10 minutes a day. You can always listen to any of our past meditations together, or the one that I do for the week throughout the whole week. Another great, wonderful app that I love, it's my favorite meditation app, is Deepak Chopra's Ananda app. And the default setting in that app is 10-minute meditations. But meditate. Now, here's the thing. If you have the time and you want to make the meditation part of that morning practice, so after you do all that stuff in the chair, then you would sit and meditate for 10 minutes. That's not feasible for a lot of people. I'll tell you, even for me, I meditate mostly at night. So you can meditate any time of day. It doesn't have to be the morning. You can leave on your lunch break and meditate. Or you can meditate. I meditate a lot right before I go to bed. But the point is to consistently do it. And there's so many great apps. There's, in these videos alone, to just listen to it. And even if you listen to it for 10 minutes and you don't feel anything, I promise you the consistency of having a practice and just making the effort to do it each day, one day you're going to feel a shift where, trust me, all you're going to want to be doing is sitting in meditation. It's a drastic shift once it really awakens you in a certain way and starts working. But it takes consistency and practice over time. So again, those are our 5 things. I think I said 6 in the beginning. I meant 5, but that's it. Okay? So if you have any questions about this, let me know. And before we get into our meditation, as I shared in my email, I wanted to share some really exciting news. I'm going to be hosting an online TV show. It's an online media network called the United Intentions Network. It launches next Monday, the 19th at 6 p.m. Eastern. It's live, which is going to be interesting for me. But it'll be streaming live on my Facebook page, which is @JessicaJoinsCoach. And then it's on a number of terrestrial radio stations that are listed as well. And if you don't get to watch it live, it'll be on the United Intentions website. And look, I hope it'll serve you in some way. I'm really excited about it. Okay, so let's now go into our meditation. So join me in just getting yourself comfortable now and closing your eyes. And let's just start to do some deep breaths together. So breathe in and release. Breathe in and release. One more, breathe in and release. And just imagine that there's a beautiful golden ball of light right above your head. And just imagine that this light has the power to clear and cleanse all worry, fear, doubt, anxiety, any lower level emotions or vibrations that aren't in support of you and your highest potential. And just start to feel this light like liquid water pouring down into the top of your head. Really swishing around in there, clearing out all negative thinking. And then imagine the light flows down your throat, your shoulders, your back, your stomach and chest, your hips, your legs. And then imagine this light goes out the bottom of your feet and travels down to the center of the earth, where it meets a beautiful white light, divine consciousness, pure light and love. And then imagine that this light comes back up through all the layers of the earth. And again, this light clears and provides any healing that'll serve your highest good at this moment in time. Coming up through the bottom of your feet, your calves, knees, thighs, hips, lower back, stomach, pelvis, heart, chest, neck, arms, shoulders. And then the light goes out the top of your head. And then it comes back down into the center of your heart. We'll just expand this light. So push this light out to cover the room you're in, the home you're in, the city you're in, the state you're in, the entire country you're in, and the entire globe. And now within this beautiful, safe space, we're going to do some intention setting. As was mentioned in our daily practice tips tonight, and this will really help you to just start to visualize the week ahead and what you want to create. So I want you to just start now to visualize your week ahead. And just start to notice anything that comes up that you're worried about, stressed about, fearful about. And pull up the top 3. And let's pull up the very first situation. Maybe it's a meeting, maybe it's a deadline, whatever it is. Maybe it's an interaction with someone that you're worried about that has you stressed. And now I want you to visualize if the best possible experience or outcome happened instead of what you're fearing. What would this look like? Just imagine and feel how good it would feel for the best possible thing, outcome to happen here. And we just say right now that anything in the way of that outcome be uncreated, deleted, destoried across all lines of time, realities, and dimensions. And that we affirm now that this highest possible outcome is indeed happening. We say, and so it is, and so it is, and so it shall be. And just feel the fear and worry about this releasing and leaving you. Almost like a suction overhead is pulling out all the fear-based energy you've attached to this via your negative thoughts, emotional worry about this. And just release it. And just take this situation, whatever it is, and just see it being wrapped in golden light and lift it up and hand it over, surrendering all. Surrendering all. And now let's bring the second thing that you're worried about. Maybe it's something to do with your kids. Again, maybe it's something work related, or maybe it's something personally going on, health or otherwise. And again, I want you to bring this up and see what it is that worries you, the fears you have, the negative thoughts you're having about this. And again, we just say everything that's blocking a high potential outcome of this situation be uncreated, deleted, destoried across all lines of time, realities, and dimensions. And again, I want you to affirm and just see the most positive possible thing that could happen as a result of this, the most possible positive outcome. And just feel this instead, and feel how happy it makes you, how calm it makes you, how centered and trusting it makes you feel. And again, we just say, and so it is, and so it shall be. And just take again the situation, imagine it being wrapped in golden light, and lift it up as you just surrender it. And as you do, release all fear, worry, negativity attached to this. You might feel it like a suction overhead as you just release. Just release. And now let's bring the third situation that you're worried about, or maybe it's not even something to do with this week, something that's been ongoing that you're worried about. You know, maybe something to do with money or relationship. And again, I want you to imagine if this worry, this fear wasn't true, what would be true in your life? What would that look like? What is the highest possibility? And just feel into the joy of this. Feel into the happiness of this. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feel the truth and happiness of this. Imagining the most highest possible outcome possible that you can imagine. And then we just ask that anything blocking this or in the way of this be uncreated, deleted, destoried across all lines of time, realities, and dimensions. And just imagine this all being lifted out. If you feel like a suction overhead, taking away all this fear and worry and doubt related to this, as you again bring in and anchor in this highest possible outcome. And we just say, and so it is, and so it is, and so it will be. And again, just imagine this situation being wrapped in golden light as you hand it over and just surrender it, surrender it. And now just imagine that a beautiful rainbow of light just starts to come and unlock and release any remaining remnants of anything you're worried about for this week ahead or in general. And at the same time, just lifting you to your highest potential in life. You might just feel this like a big swoosh and a swirl around you. And just in your mind, say, I'm willing to release as I allow more good in. I'm willing to release as I allow more good in. I'm willing to release as I allow more good in. And just start to feel all this energy compressing into your body as you send golden roots at the bottom of your feet to the center of the earth. And let's just take a breath in together to ground this. Breathe in and release. One more, breathe in and release. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Welcome back. So I hope you received something from that, and I just truly wish you an incredible week ahead. If you have any questions about any of the practices, don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, bye-bye for now.